what's up? We're back. It's another Tuesday. It feels like I'm home. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm back home with what's happening. But yeah, so yeah, we had some news today, and we're gonna get to that here shortly. But more I guess leaks, right? But yeah, leaks. I guess it's the first set for season 3, but real quick, who Staplebo showed up. There's Staplebo. Long time no see, buddy. Sam 8000's here. I thought I saw Mr. All the Hail the Lord Dragon himself. Aldan is in the chat. Yanon's here, of course, as always. Who else we got? Articus is here. What's up, Max? I like your title too. I would have said recent leak about Matt and Min is hilarious to say the least. That's a good title. Probably better than mine. So, I know I had a nice weekend as a 49ers fan. Now this is gonna put me in a bad mood. I'm sorry, Matt. It's pretty. Well, I guess show breaking, but I guess we already were there, weren't we?
As opposed to the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, it's such a dramatic change from the dog shit of season 2.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy how different it's gonna be. But
maybe this season will be a bit more solid than just the kind of.
No, why? Because it won't look like any. Brian,
we can hope.
Brian, you know what we're talking about, because you're through the Shadow Rising, which you did a full month of stream, 2 months of streams about. So you know what we're talking about here, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my prediction is that Tanchico will be 80% of season 3.
80%.
18% will be, or maybe 15%. I'll be generous. Will be Emmons Field. But it won't be Perrin. It'll be Fail or whoever that's going to be the true hero of that story. It won't be Perrin, obviously.
What about Perrin? What about
Egwene? Or maybe his wife had a twin sister, and she'll come back. She'll fall in love with Perrin, and then she'll be the hero.
Or some unnamed sister of Egwene.
Yeah. You're gonna leave Egwene's dreaming stuff. I mean,
it'll be Matt's sisters. Matt's sisters will save.
Oh, yeah, and what's her face with the pickaxe or with the pitchfork? What was her name? Who was the pitchfork lady in episode 1? I forgot.
Is that one of the Congers?
I don't know. They were fighting.
But they'll probably still shit on the Coffin family.
Oh yeah, well of course. But Salty, I know you got some numbers for us here before we get into the main event. But how you doing, man? You good?
I'm all right. I'm okay. Happy New Year to everyone. I know we were talking in the green room before we went live about what we all think is going to happen. I think I should do a woo-woo show on that. But it's great to see everybody, and I hope you guys had fun. Aren't still too hungover. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. So these come to us from Reddit. In these numbers, I did substantiate before. I'm going to share them. It's entirely possible that the beautiful people at the White Cloaks, including Alex and Lady B sitting above me, have already looked at these numbers. But what I wanted to do was show you in context the absolute fucking failure that is season 2 of Wheel of Time. So the baseline will be all the way over on the left, and that will be what were the actual view minutes totally for season 1. So that'll be your baseline of 100. Now go all the way to the right side of the screen and look at your total view numbers compared to season 1.
I didn't know what we were doing here. I just saw 37%.
This is why I'm salty, and this is the shit that I dig up. But this is, we can all sit here and say it's woke and it's not the book, and those things are absolutely true. But when you start looking at the metrics around this is why Amazon can't hide this shit. They can't. What's fascinating is go ahead and look at the Rings of Power, and if Lyle is here, this is not an attack on you, so chill the F out. But look at the Rings of Power. So the Rings of Power got 39% more view hours total than season 1 of Wheel of Time. The problem with the Rings of Power is it costs 9 times more per an episode.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that Amazon's share of streaming is very small compared to Netflix and compared to YouTube. So the amounts of money that they're spending on this, 10, million per an episode, $15 million, somewhere in that range for season 2, to get these kind of viewership numbers, somebody is making a lot of incredibly bad decisions.
Yikes
But then you can see it's not just that. This is systemic rot, and I think Disparu likes to say it's Jennifer Sulky, and I think there's an element of truth to that. But look at Good Omens that got a second season. That got even less people watching it than season 2 of Wheel of Time, and that's getting a third season. It's just kind of nuts when you start looking at this,
You have to cancel shows like, what was that show, Steve? The martial art, the Bruce Lee show?
Warrior.
Yeah, they canceled that show.
Yeah, I'm so sad.
What'll be interesting to see with this graph is like the cost compared to these numbers. So you would get like a cost per minute viewed or something like that.
I might do a video on that, just talking about Amazon in general. And then in Lady B, I think you're onto something, because Amazon is really proud of its Fallout show that they have now stopped marketing. Have you noticed that? Like, they're not putting any money into marketing that show now.
I know, it looks so bad.
In God of War, Rafe Judkins' God of War adaptation is still not even cast, guys.
Is that Amazon?
So,
is that an Amazon
That is
thing?
Amazon. Yeah. That's an Amazon thing. So I just wanted to share this out there. It's just baffling. It's just look at Reacher, the cost of Reacher's episodes versus, say, the Rings of Power. We all know why the Rings of Power can't get canceled. Because it would make the people at Amazon look like idiots, which, in my opinion, they are. But they have to keep throwing good money after bad, because this is about dick size now.
They can't. I mean, it's the same reason everybody sprouts it off as everything's a success, right? They can't say it wasn't, because otherwise they look completely stupid. I mean, the terminal list number makes me a little sad, because I like the terminal list. But
it's the same thing with the Outer Range. I thought the Outer Range was fantastic.
It was goofy. It was pretty good.
I believe the terminal list was a all at once drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Tends to impact its numbers.
37%. Good Omens season 2 was terrible too.
Yeah.
Citadel, that's where that belongs. Sorry, I know I think it was Aldan like Citadel, but I could.
It's fine. Aldan also likes Shalon.
That's true too. That's true too.
In Arcticus, I did not spend a long hot summer with Harry Houdini. That would be some gay guy pretending to be Doctor Who on the BBC and soon to be Apple Plus. But I just wanted to drop those numbers for you, dude.
Well, I appreciate it, man. We had some more people showing up. Robert Moore, how are you, buddy? Elon, Elon Musk is here. Oh my God, on X, it's amazing. Yes, I am on Twitter X, whatever it's called these days. Jim, we're talking dick size. I saw. Hey, watch it. Eldan says, watch it. Watch. Yeah. See, it's okay. We still like you, even though you like shit. It's okay, man. There's no accounting for taste. It's okay. Staplebo, did you guys see Echo fight? Oh no, I haven't, but I'll have to look at that. Matt,
it's so bad. It's so.
Is it bad? What's up, lady?
No, I was just gonna say I love how they try to make Echo look like some like Jack Reacher or something like that. Like, it's like violent score.
Did they just release the fight scene?
Like, let's make a female Jack Reacher, but also Marvel, so it's super retarded.
And deaf. She's deaf.
It looks like something you'd see done like in a community theater play, like the fight coordination. It's at that level. Like I have to wait for her to duck, and then I have to sweep the leg like 6 inches or a foot away from the actual guy. It's so bad.
You guys can't do that to me and not expect. Is it Echo versus Daredevil? Is that it?
Yes.
I'll pull it up, Steve. You go
I
ahead.
got it. I just.
Right.
It's a minute nothing. Is that what it is? The minute 2 thing?
It's a minute
Daredevil.
5, if I
okay.
remember correctly.
All right, real quick. So Machu, bang, Niner gang, Rand wears red, band of the red hand, not yellow and green. Oh, for $5.
Oh, you know what? You're a Niners fan. I don't like you because I'm a Green Bay Packers shareholder. I don't wear a lot of regalia.
Oh, so is he.
Yeah, I have multiple shares of that I bought for my family, so I love the Packers. Not in their current iteration. So.
Oh wait, we have more numbers. Hold on, Salty's got more numbers. Then we'll check out Echoes. You said there's flippy kicks in. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Hail Sven, how are you? Go ahead. So
I want to go through this. So if you're looking at anything in red, these are shows that were canceled. Citadel, Warrior Nun, Cowboy Bebop, Resident Evil, Jupiter's Legacy, Witcher Blood Origin. Here now, in comparison to that, look at Ahsoka's numbers were worse than Wheel of Time season 1.
Oof.
Look at that. Obi-Wan's numbers were only slightly better than Amazon season Wheel of Time. But this is the bottom of the list of streaming shows. Let me put it in perspective, okay?
Ooh,
look at the good streaming shows. This is the best that Wheel of Time has done, and it arguably is within the should have been canceled category. Truly.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, especially season 2. Look, season 2 is what, bottom 10.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, good lord.
I'm a big fan of looking at things in context.
Can you bring that back up?
No, shut up. I don't want to. Yeah.
How many flippy kicks? Well, don't worry, I'll count. I'm a master of counting the flippy kicks. All right, here we go.
So you made this graph, or
no? I made it by clicking on Reddit.
Wait, One Piece? Really, One Piece is that low? That makes me sad.
One Piece didn't have big numbers, but One Piece's budget was like 12 million. It was tiny.
Look at She-Hulk Attorney at Law, only slightly more view minutes than Wheel of Time season 1. Look! It's in the same league with The Secret Invasion, The Sandman on Netflix. Nobody wanted, or it's still right there. Seriously.
Well, I mean, and that's with the millions and millions and millions baked in fan base. Like that's why that number is even worse than it should be, right? Yeah. You know, you got a baked in fan base of millions, and then you go from barely halfway in the list to the bottom.
And look at it in context. Stranger Things season 5, Squid Game, Wednesday, Witcher season 2.
How does Wednesday have this many? I mean,
Wednesday was a fucking wagon, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It was,
I mean,
it's very like.
I mean, I know the Addams Family just as much as anybody, but really?
Dude,
I think it appealed to a certain demographic. Like it's a big trend with like teenage girls to sort of be this sort of like 90s goth revival thing. And it just hit all those kind of like TikTok girls like boxes for that. I didn't mind it. I watched the whole thing. I thought it was amusing. Like it was like there were some really heavy-handed woke moments, like the thing about the girl like wolfing out and stuff like that. But I mean, it wasn't an awful show. I don't know how it was in the overall like lore of it. Some of it seemed pretty silly, but I mean, it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Like,
did Wednesday burn down a play at a summer camp, remembering the Thanksgiving story? Because that's what happens in Addams Family Values, and that was great.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. She goes to a like a reenactment village and just kind of does the thing that edgy teenagers like to do.
And again, Rings of Power costs 9 times as much per an episode. 9 times for each episode of Galadriel riding looking like Nurporiel on the beach.
Nurporiel. So House of the Dragon barely beat it, but it did beat it. So it looks like
it beat it in per minutes or minutes viewed per length. So it also had significantly more minutes because there were 2 more episodes.
And that's another graph that I didn't want to get into because it has to do with total length of.
Oh, he just kicked himself out, I think.
But I agree with the guys in chat. I mean, Jenna Ortega was really carried Wednesday, and I think the casting in that show was especially good, except for the guy playing the dad. What's his name?
I never watched Wednesday. It just wasn't my deal.
It was good, yeah. I mean, she did really well. It's like I said, I enjoyed it. I mean, there were stupid things that were kind of shoehorned in and made it like, thank you, Captain Obvious, but it wasn't bad. Like,
total length of what? My peen? No, I don't. What I'm talking about episode length is I think what we were talking about.
So the total length of the season. So
that's
House
another.
of the Dragon had 2 more episodes.
Yeah, that's another thing that would I think me and you were talking about when we're looking at some of the things is like how many episodes there was available to stream, because we were looking at the numbers of this and we were finding that like just regular garden variety Game of Thrones was outperforming a lot of these, and it was because there's so many episodes to watch and people are still watching it. So
that's it.
Yeah.
So what were you saying before you yeeted yourself?
I don't know. Jeff Bezos sent a cruise missile strike. Russell T Davies. There was some explosions in this nearby.
Explosions. Oh my god!
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I mean, numbers and data without context can be put in weird situations. To me, I think that when you start looking at what season 1 cost, we know that season 2 cost more. It's my prediction; it was 30 to 40% more, which still makes Rings of Power season 2 will cost more as well. So I think it'll stay a 9 or 10 to 1 differential between the shit-tastic Wheel of Time and the shit-tastic Rings of Power.
Yes, sir. Well, now, so you guys have talked me into it. So this is Flippy Kicks. Is this it? How far in is it? Okay,
I think there was actually a clip on Twitter that was, I think, more persuasive and won't get struck.
Okay. If you got it,
I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll be right.
If you got it. Oh my gosh. All 5 episodes. It's only 5 episodes.
So that's the funniest thing about. So this is the trailer. This is not the fight. But if you wanted to watch this, it is an amazing job of demonstrating them. So they're clearly trying to hide it. Oh my god, that face! You definitely should get a screenshot of that face.
Take what I got. You won't get clipped.
It just keeps getting worse.
But she's Native American. You're just afraid of strong, independent, lesbian tendencies. Native American women who actually aren't.
Oh boy, sorry. Just
all right, get ready to hold on to your cringe nuts because this sucked more than anything I've seen in a long time. Nuts. Here we go.
All right.
Here you go.
Wait, she missed. Wait, she just got hit in the face.
Yes.
Wait, I know, by like a metal pole or like a pipe. Like, you're not gonna just walk away from that. This is so dumb.
Wait, what the hell was that?
She's like flippy kicking, but she's not even landing.
What the hell was that?
Look at this shit.
Why hasn't Daredevil killed her yet?
This looks like dancing.
Did you see that?
Stars.
What the hell is happening?
I missed Daredevil.
Did you just try to shoot Daredevil?
Did she just shoot him in the nuts?
Look at. Did you see how big that miss was? Did you see how big that miss was?
Did you see the cut? Did you see the cut? What the fuck is going on?
I thought Daredevil was blind, but the deaf chick is
This is so terrible.
More hits than the blind guy.
Look, just everything is stop and go and stop and go and stop and go. It's just it's so bad. It's so bad.
Why didn't Daredevil just kill her? What is her superpower?
She's Native American.
She doesn't have one, and he just
deaf. She's deaf. That's her superpower.
She's deaf,
so Daredevil can beat up the Kingpin, but she can't beat up this 125-pound.
The Kingpin got beat up by Kate Bishop.
This is true.
Well, I'm talking about
this
the real Kingpin.
This is the show Disney did not want to release. This is the show.
I wonder
Disney
why.
Didn't want to, well, they're doing it now because the writer strike. So they're going to release every piece of dog rancid vomit they have just to put stuff out on streaming.
Oh my god, yeah. Watch it at 2 times speed. You sort of have to, right? I don't. It was so slow. It's like crazy.
It's slow and sloppy.
Oh my gosh.
We'll run
look who decided to stop by, Steve.
Who are we talking about? Copa?
Copa.
Are we talking? Copa stops by now and then. How are you, buddy?
Copa's.
He's afraid of the world.
Of course, he wants to see. He wants to see the sped up Echo. He's a fan of.
It actually looks like a real fight when it's sped up. Look at it. It looks like a real fight.
Seriously,
dude.
It looks like a real fight.
Do they touch each other once at all?
She swings and it's so wide. It's just so terrible. Yeah, this looks like a real fight scene at 2 times speed.
Does the wall him pulling the shelf down put her through a wall? Is that what we're supposed to think?
Was it the shelf or was it the kick?
I don't know. Who cares? I guess is the right answer. Oh my gosh, so wait, hold on. She's a lesbian Native American Mexican, which technically means she's an airbender.
That's my point. I mean, it's the diversity shield. Disney knows nobody's going to watch this shit. And of course,
oh my gosh.
Hugh Screen Rant talking about how everyone's a racist, and that's why they didn't watch this show.
Oh, gosh, Yanan for $5. I want to say that for as bad as the obvious misses are, it happens in Reacher after he threw a guy through a window 2x2. Look, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's some misses in Reacher as well. It's not perfect, but I mean, most of the time it's enough that I can suspend my disbelief, right? Like this was just like,
yeah, when Alan Rickson looks like he's hitting somebody, you expect them to go flying,
right?
When this chick, unless she's going to fall on somebody, it's not really believable when they go flying.
Well, I mean, Daredevil hits her in the face, and she's just like,
"Wait, is he supposed to be blind?"
Daredevil? Yes. Yeah, but he has super hearing.
Yes, Daredevil is one of the best hand-to-hand fighters.
Yeah, how does the blind guy like?
He has supersonic echolocation, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's great character.
Like Dolphin Boy in Sea Lab 2020.
Yes,
what?
Very much so.
Dolphin Boy.
Dolphin Boy.
No, I have no idea.
We have to talk about this shit. I hate this.
Yeah.
So
major changes. No.
The moment you've all been waiting for. I don't know if you've all seen this. So I know I'm assuming that everybody here has seen this, or at least heard about it. I don't know if everybody in chat has seen this. So there were some, I guess, like I said, quote unquote leaks. So you have to sort of read between the lines for these leaks, but they're there, and it's quite. What did I say? Is it? It's season breaking, which is sort of an oxymoron since it was broken since episode 1. But I just did a video on it too. But I felt like I needed to hear from everybody, you guys and chat, because oh boy, the like I don't understand how you have a lore master / person that's supposed to tell you like if you do this, the things that it'll affect. Like do you know the effect of like how much shit goes rolling downhill with these two people out of pocket and in the wrong location? It's absolutely crazy. But so if you haven't read it,
like the Fall May set, but like they just gave them a blankie.
It's not the Fall May set.
It looks like it.
It's gotta be.
I think that is Fall May. I think
they repurposed
the. Yeah, I think that's just a repurposed Fall May one. But so it says Wheel of Time season 2 leak points to major changes in Tenchico's storyline, but it's the story's mostly there, guys. Right? A new report puts some interesting actors on set in Tenchico, which would have large ramifications for the overall story. But the story is mostly there, right? I mean, we're doing the Shadow Rises, right? What's up, Sophie?
Can I interrupt you? I want to say thank you to all 30 people in chat watching right now. If you like what we do, if we make you laugh, please hit that thumbs up for this wonderful, talented panel and Steve too.
So. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm here. I mean, yeah. But of course, the thing that drives me the most nuts is you say these articles all sort of do this, right? Tenchico features in the 4th book of the Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising, which will form the basis for season 3. Oh. Right? So they do that, and then they tell you all the things that are fucked. Sorry, go ahead.
How different is this going to be that they don't even say based on?
Yeah.
It's an interpretation. That was the word from season 2. It's over. I mean, once we get into what we think this all means, but I mean, they're only contractually committed for 3 seasons. Once this is over, I think they're just going to crash this thing to an end at the end of this season.
I mean, the writer of this article seems to think they're going 8, so God help us. There's no way that's got to be old information.
I can't wait. At the rate that they're losing audience, season 8 is going to be, you, me, Lady B, and like Critter. and that's going to be the only people watching it. Like
Narg.
There is not going
yeah,
to
Narg.
be a season 8. Like, do not put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Like, no.
Yeah, Narg will still be going. What is going on with this shit? Yeah, Narg. I feel like Narg has turned a little bit, but
I know it's like
dude,
one of us. One of us.
But so I was reading through this and so apparently who's this Olumide Olorufemi is playing Ispan. Did I get it right? Was I right, chat? Was I close?
I don't think they couldn't have said it better in that person's native tongue. You just
I don't have an actual physical idea what Ispan looks like. I guess I don't care, but I mean I clicked on the button in my stream. Is there any surprise? Hold on, let me or in my video. Here we go. So this is going to be. I know you guys are going to be surprised, but this is going to be Ispan, the evil black sister.
I'm so shocked.
Black.
Hey, no one has ever done this
before.
I know, right?
She's evil though. Evil.
But you know, that's something that they do. It's like they want to be like super woke, so they have this all diverse cast, and then they end up having the worst people be black and brown. Like,
but she'll have a sympathetic backstory. It'll be a man's fault. That's how they get out of jail.
Always. Oh my god.
Hey, Teresa, Ms.
Hi,
Martinez she just hit 900 subscribers. Congratulations. The woman's been working really hard, so cheers to you.
Yeah, we had a great Tolkien chill stream with her and some other people.
Yeah.
Really excited. That's
all
fun.
Right. So hold on. Is this let me try and blow this up a little bit. This looks a little small. I'm screwing.
That's what she said, Steve.
Not to me, brother. Okay. No, that's a little better. All right. So yeah, so Olumide Olorunfemi is Ispan. But see, I know you. See, I nailed it, didn't I, Salty? I know. Come on.
There's so many things I want to say about bones through noses. I'm not going to do that on the show. So
Olamiduni Olafereni. Okay. The big surprise in Emporio is that there are actors seen on the Tanchico set, one of which being Matrim. Well, I'm not going to call him Matt. Donal Finn as Matt from the show is in Tanchico, guys. Not only is he... So Tom is not dead, apparently. Apparently Tom is not dead. At least this...
Is that the same actor?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Yep, same guy.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why is he coming back?
Why bother?
Are we gonna? So, from my first question, and also Min is also in Tanchico because we all know.
Of course, Min is in Tanchico because she's a dark friend.
Well, she's probably spying on him for Ishi.
Yeah,
that's what I
thought. Ishi's dead. Ishi's dead, bro.
Well, she's like, Ishi, you told me you were gonna take my power away. It's like, well, just do this one last thing for me, and I'll take it away. And he's like, okay. And then she's like, just this one last thing, and I'll take it away. And that'll be her whole arc. It'll just be him putting her off and going, oh, if you do this other thing, it's really bad. You got to kill somebody this time, but.
So there's no character I encountered in the Shadow Rising named Ispan. So I'm assuming this is a later.
Oh, Ispan's later? Okay.
Yeah.
Nick Filoni nails it. He says they're probably going to have Tom carry the bags for the girls. I think you're probably right.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to know. Do you guys think that we're going to? Do you think we're going to have a flashback of how Tom gets out of the barn?
Oh no! No.
How would that serve to highlight the women?
That's true. Unless a woman saved him, Alex. Unless there was a diverse woman who saved him.
It's the same. It's the same as like why is Loyal and the rest of the Shinarans alive in season 2?
Same reason Tom's alive. Miracles.
It's a Festivus miracle.
The creator had made it so. Thank you, Miss Martin Muses, for the rose super sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But so, yes, here we go. This is what I want to put. This is a big rip for Mr. Julian Sandar. There are too many people in Tanchico. There's no way everybody's favorite thief catcher Well, her and
what? I think that's
le-
a good thing. The less that he's in there, the less they can butcher him.
It could be another opportunity for trans representation.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's
oh Jesus.
yeah. Your non says it.
This is
like,
2024,
it's
guys. This is 2024. So, yeah, maybe they'll get that horrible singer that was in the Doctor Who Christmas episode, the one who sounded, has a deeper singing voice than I do in a dress. Maybe they can be.
No, they're gonna have like a character named Julian, like get a horse thief or something, and be like do, right? Because he doesn't.
Why
like
do they need a
horses.
thief or a thief catcher? They have Matt. He's like a crap.
That's true too. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's got his super melty bedpost as well. So
Yes, it was
like his bedpost is melting.
He has a prison shank and his box of Tide Pods.
Oh my gosh! So just like so this is where it's like so there's not much else here. Well, was there that much else here? I don't think there was. They just go over what Min and all them do actually in the books, but the amount of stuff. The guy in here thinks that what did he say? He says that the Wheel of Time Up guy wants them to combine Tanchico and Ebu Dar. I couldn't think of a worse thing to do.
Why not?
Well, why not? Right?
Okay.
I'm like,
All right.
I'm gonna shout out Lyle Hammock. Then it's you, Alex. Lyle Hammock is going to be lurking. He's driving. Lyle, drive safe. Glad to see you. Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
yeah.
So, I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Oh God.
We all said before this started, excluding Nerporial, that if we were doing this, we would cut the Bowl of the Winds, right?
Yes, 100%.
So if we were taking the position that we are just going to basically combine Tanchico and Ebu Dar, that would put Matt in that plot line. And if we have to have Matt in Tanchico, and it means I don't have to do Ebu Dar, I don't hate this change in theory.
Well,
did I put enough caveats on that?
So you don't like the band, the Red Hand at all?
No, I do like the band of the Red Hand, but
you don't like the Foxhead Medallion either?
So the Foxhead Medallion is already a problem. But hear me out, there's a way to combine those two plot lines, I think, in a way that is not 100% terrible. Are they going to do a horrible job of it? Absolutely. Is it not going to work at all? 100%. But if you were trying to adapt this in theory isn't horrible, just in practice.
Is it salvageable, babe?
Yes.
So you don't like the Finns either? They're not interesting.
Well, they already fucked that up.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Well, no, what the reason that they're doing this is they're saying that they accomplished everything that Matt was going to do in the Wastes already. They got him his stick, and they apparently fixed the hole in his memories.
Well, that's what the mirror was for, right?
It's
no,
like
the T.
His memory things was seeing that his parents hate him, and he thinks he's a loser.
It was the oh no, Yanon, I can't highlight that, but you're probably right.
No way they make like that.
Wait. No way. There's a king.
It'll be gay.
But there would have to be a king then, and they've already shown
Why
that
would
they're
they
going to turn
even do
every
that?
king
You
into
guys, you know what? It's going to be worse than we could ever imagine. They will do things that we can't even comprehend because we are not that bad. But let's think about these characters. Look at Matt. What has Matt done? The Matt in this show is not capable of doing anything that Matt does in Tanchico. The Rand in this show, he has Will made a really cool video of what was it, Rand in episode 5 and all the stuff that he does. He's a purely reactive character. He does not take actions. He only reacts to what's happening. It's this is not a character that's going to be able to do anything that Rand does in the book. So it's like, I don't even think what they do is going to be like anything that we've seen in the books, or will or could possibly maybe work. Like, I just think they're going to go on with the Wonder Girl story. It's like the Tanchiko thing. They'll be more like Aes Sedai politics, because that was going on. We'll get more of Leandin's stupid backstory. We'll find out what happened to her. Like, you know, who was this horrible guy that made her marry her, whatever. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, she was spotted in Tanchiko too. So sorry, go ahead, Salty.
No, I mean, and we know that they're shooting in South Africa. I can't think of a more safe place to shoot a television show with a bunch of white people, but we do know that they're going to be shooting there, and that according to Rafe Judkins, because maybe Rafe wants to get buggered in South Africa. I honestly don't know, but Rafe Judkins has promised that his Rudian will surprise viewers.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, he did say that. I forgot where I saw it.
Will. I've got the article right there. It was Decider. It's in the Joshua interview. So. Yeah.
Oh, it was in that one? Okay. I know he said it. Yeah, I just wasn't sure which. I've read so many of those damn interviews. I wasn't sure which one it came from. But
nobody
I mean,
cares. Nobody cares. like I went back and looked at the Wheel of Time and Wheel of Prime, and we did that live stream, Steve, where we tried to look at the numbers and what people thought. But honestly, it looks like they're bot accounts posting things every couple of days that have zero interaction. Like maybe one retweet, and they just keep doing it. It's the same accounts every day. And it's like, this is a dead show. It's a dead show. And you cannot come back from that. So like people may turn in for the first episode of season 3 and maybe the end, but people genuinely do not give a shit about this show. And I think there's a cumulative effect between how much people don't like and didn't watch Wheel of Time. And I think it's going to have a lot more negative effect on Rings of Power than what people anticipate. I honestly really do, because the bar has been set, you know, with Wheel of Time and then Rings of Power. It's just, there's nowhere to go but down. These shows cannot and will not recover. You don't get a second chance. You don't with streaming viewers.
You can even see sort of now, you know, after having seen the complete tail off of the viewership, even the number of people that are sort of in it for like the social engagement activity are starting to check out.
And that's it. That's it.
Yep. Also, though, the video that they're talking about that covers this leak is so fucking funny. The guy keeps pronouncing it Tanchicho, and he's just
the Wheel of Time WOT up guy. I can't watch that. Even when like there was Wheel of no show, I couldn't watch that dude. It's so
just it cracks me up. The number one comment in the comments section is it's Tanchico for light's sake. Tanchico, not Tanchicho or Tanchicho. Like
Tanchicho?
It's like the guy is ordering off the Taco Bell value menu, like for the whole thing. That's the way it looks.
Like literally that comment has 42 upvotes, and the second most popular one is 12. Like literally, man, it's funny as shit.
Man, the thing that makes me sad is he's got that many people putting likes on.
Yeah, but what are his views? There. But what are his views? I mean, you can buy views.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, it just, subscribers matters a little bit, but what really does count is engagement, and if you have 100,000 subscribers and you're only getting 3,000 views, then you are not doing well.
Well, we've talked about it before too, like the fact that these have been Wheel of Time channels that have been around for years and years and years, and I don't think any of them has broken 50 is sort of telling as well. So.
Well, they're fucking liars. That's why, and everybody knows it. And anybody who actually loves the show is like, you're a goddamn shill. And I think we've reached a critical mass where this shit worked maybe in 2017 and 2018. But I really think the audience for entertainment, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, we're fucking done. Like, we're done. We have no goodwill. I mean, we don't even hate, It's just a matter of, oh, look, you cast a black, trans, lesbian, communist amputee in a Caucasian role. Oh my God, No shit, you know? And oh, look, the showrunners out there talking about the importance of representation. Oh, look, you know what you've just done? You've made me not want to watch your shit. Thank you for not making me waste my time watching your shit. I mean, that's where I've gotten. Don't leave me hanging, make it sound like I'm a racist. I'm a realist. Come on, you assholes.
I'm with you.
I mean, I do that at the library now. It's like, I want to read a fantasy book. I open it up, and it's like, okay, YA protagonist, you know, like...
Okay, so
which is done. It's not even anger. It's just like, you go ahead and waste that time and burn that money. You go ahead and hit your DEI goals. You go ahead and lose more goddamn audience. I'll make a video about it when I think it's relevant, but only based upon metrics. Like, it can't hurt me anymore. With the Wheel of Time, it's not the same show. What hurt watching season 2 was the terrible quality of the episodes. It had no discernible plot through all 8 episodes. It wasn't Wheel of Time. It was just a terrible thing to have to endure. And God help us, what I'm reading now is Rings of Power Season 2 is taking its cues from the editing and pacing of Season 2 of Wheel of Time, and it's going to be just like Wheel of Time Season 2 was. Because that's what Amazon thinks was the problem with the Rings of Power.
I don't know, how can they? Like, so do you think they'll show Rand and Elaine's romance, or are they just gonna say they have a relationship, or if they even commit? I don't know how they're gonna. How would they even begin? Like, that's the thing. Is like, I don't. They're like
why? I mean, he's such a simp. Like, he'll have to decide: do I simp for Lanfear? Do I simp for Egwene? Do I simp for Elaine?
He wants to bang. He wants to bang the hottest MILF in the trailer park. He wants to bang that bad middle-aged chick. That, you know, like, she's a beautiful woman. She's
That's so funny though. Like, come to think of it, it's like maybe he probably will start simping for Elaine just because you know. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's another like male, like it's another handbag to give a female character.
Like, just how do they have no time for any of that shit? I mean, with what the way they're doing shit, the girls got to get to Tanchico, so you're gonna have, like, Napoleon's probably right. 80% of it's gonna be Tanchico. There you go. He's got it in his tagline there. Tanchico probably be 80%. Then you got to do, you know, Egwene's got to pull Rand around by the ear to go to the waist and tell Rand what a bad boy he is, and while she's learning how to be the bestest ever, learning to dream walk. You know, and so that's going to be another, you know, 85%. So that's 160% of the show is going to be those two, and then, you know, Moraine's got to fit. We got to fit Moraine in there somewhere. Sorry, go ahead.
No. We know that it's going to be in 2 locations, Morocco and South Africa. So the question is going to be back-to-back Morocco episodes, or is it going to be bookends? Well,
there's first and last
episodes Morocco too. Is there? Because I'm just seeing those are the locations I'm shooting at. So if they're going to be going to Rudian in South Africa, I mean, could you imagine how much money it takes to transport your entire crew and then pay for security so your crew is not murdered in South Africa? Like, so, I mean, like, whose idea was that?
Well, I think they're going to stay in the Afrikaner parts of South Africa is what they're.
Oh yeah,
ADB's right. Why South? It's like, it just. But so it's like, but I know they've wrapped Czech Republic and now South Africa and Morocco, and they're still going with this. They're still saying that they're going to Camelin this year, or season 3. Why? With who? It's just, so now we're gonna get cutscenes of Margaze and Elida doing nothing. Like, I mean, it's like, so it's just like the more and more stuff that comes out in the location, it's like what? Like, I don't even know what they're doing. Like, it's.
James Matisse.
Where, this one right here?
It'll be Egwene. No, go to the. It'll be Egwene that will go to Rudian instead.
Oh yeah,
I think you're onto something, because there's 5 to Baron. 5 to Baron.
So you think it'll be instead of Rand, or with Rand, or in place of Rand?
In place of Matt.
In place of Matt.
Instead of both of the guys.
Well, I mean, wouldn't it be what if Rand doesn't go and she goes?
Well, it would be Nynaeve, because Nynaeve is the one who got the sword training. Remember? She's the one who knows how to use a sword, guys.
Dude, she's gonna learn to travel. Like, there's gonna be an opposite.
Everybody's a Taveran now. If you're a woman and you're a minority, you get moved to the head of the line, because that's.
Because what if they just didn't let Rand go into Rodion at all, and they just have Egwene go in there because she's a dream walker and make Rodion all a dream thing?
Maybe.
I don't think they even know what those words mean.
You're
Steve. I
probably
don't think Rafe Judkins has
I bet we'll
any
get-
fucking idea what that means.
That's probably
Get
what's a
like
dream?
the like crap, like the Maureen story with her sister and stuff. It'll be like more gays.
See that Bob Towers on it, right?
Oh no!
Why is Matt even part of the show? What? So what was the oh no for? The more gays
No,
thing or something
Lady
else?
B, I think had a lightning bolt of genius with like, watch there be a lesbian love story because more gays went to the tower too. Remember, for a little while. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
and come on, you guys. She's lesbian coded, unmarried, like has kids.
Wait a
in
second,
the
maybe.
closet because patriarch forced her. Really, she wants to slam clam with Rosamund Pike.
Well, wait, maybe Elida is now her significant
the-
other. So Elida is jealous of
Elida's
Maureen
a
because they were
hot
past
That's it.
lovers.
That's
And-
it.
They're
That's
totally
it.
going. They're totally going.
Wait.
They're gonna
So
replace
wait.
Elida.
That's wait. I got it. So Min has nothing to do with the split of the tower. Okay, that we got to get Min out of there. So here you go. Here's a quick prediction. Let's see if it's as good as the dagger. Okay, so Elida was in love with Suwan. Okay, before they met Moraine. So now that Suwan and Moraine are a couple, Elida is hyper jealous, and Morghese just wasn't good enough for her. So that's what. So when Suwan left, she went to the tower, and she set everybody against Suwan because she's just so mad at her for leaving her. And when Moraine and Suwan get back to the tower, she'll be like, "Bitch, I took over the tower because you were off smashing clams with Moraine while shit was going bad. So now I'm the Amerlin." Boom.
Watch Viking Moose just drop
Why-
some fucking straight up horrifying, probably reality, and it says she who comes with the dawn. Dude, that is it.
Exactly.
Wait, I could see like Elida and Morghese having a relationship, and then we find out that she's Black Aja, and then like the Wonder Girls have to go from Tanjiko because they found out this information to save Elaine's mom.
Wait. So Elida's now going to be Black Aja? So you don't think there's going to be a tower split at all? They're just going to make Elida Black Aja? Why not?
Why not? I don't know.
The tower must be strong, right?
Man, that's Swan Moraine. Like that is their favorite ship. Like there's no way they cut it out. Like
No, they're gonna have they're gonna have episodes of them traveling back and forth. I forgive you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. You still swore on the oath rod to me, bitch. You gotta do whatever I say. Oh, fuck you. You never do that to me. Oh, you're right. I love you. I'm so sorry. I free you from the oath rod. Elida's a meanie, but she was really good in the sack. She might take over the tower. Scene.
I mean, of course, Elida's gonna have to be evil. I mean,
well, it's just
Whatever-
like they remove Min from the equation completely because Min is, like you said, Min is now not Min at all. Min is a dark friend tool of.
We were talking about
She-
this on the phone today before the live streaming the video. It's just like,
Yep.
he never got the dragon tattoos. Watch that go to Nynaeve, because if we have 5 to Varen, watch, everybody's gonna get a separate thing.
Well, he should have
Watch.
the
I have the heron marks.
the hair
and
mark, the tattoos are in Rodion, so that should come up. But he's not going to get them. There's no way he's going to get. And we haven't seen any. Well, like it was like Alex joked about in season 3. Every Aiel that's introduced is a maiden. They're all maidens. There's no males, so we don't get any clan cheese. So we don't get any tattoos. We don't get anything because flippy kicks. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point.
I'm
but,
with Nick. Like, it'll be she who comes with the dawn, and I think it'll be really cheesy too. Like, Egwene shows up, like as the sun's coming up, like kind of the like.
It'll be like Couladin's version.
It'll be a Gawain and Nynaeve together. That'll be what it is.
It'll be Couladin's version because he shows up at the meeting when the sun is coming up, right? Yeah. So wait, because he who comes with the dawn doesn't necessarily need to be the dragon. They could totally use that to make Gwen she who comes with the dawn and have Rand be the dragon. I still think we're gonna see that multi-headed dragon thing pop up somewhere and
I'll keep doing it.
They can't do that because Avienda already said Karkarn.
How much you want to bet that Nynaeve or Egwene get a tramp stamp of a dragon? Like watch the dragon.
Man, she's the one that's got all the dumb tattoos.
Like right there. So when she wears that bikini, it's like I'm the dragon, bitch. You know, that's what it's gonna be like.
Oh my god!
I
yeah, why
actually
not?
could see them not doing the tattoos at all because tattoos are absolutely brutal in filming because you have to apply that temporary tattoo every day. And if you're gonna do big ass, dragon tattoos, that's a lot of time in the makeup chair every day. So I could see them.
I don't even think it's that long, but like they have such a problem with continuity. I don't think they can keep it straight.
Dude, I want to get dragon tattoos. Hell yeah.
Me too.
Do it, man.
Scratch, like the scratch and sift in the makeup chair is just too long. They can't do it. They just paint by numbers. They can't get somebody from amusement park to just paint some dragons on there. Of course not.
Yeah, and then touch it up in post, which would be even funnier because, man, the bad CGI would be
God.
epic.
I mean, they CGI the arrows in, right? So why not dragons? Like, we didn't get a dragon banner, so do we really think we're going to get dragon tattoos? No way. No, they don't even know what a dragon is. They think it's a orange worm thing that is conjured by Moraine. Like,
that ending was shit. I hate that ending.
like how did they? Oh my god!
Look at everyone. They can see everyone on the tower fighting. Yeah, Not that awesome shot of them, fighting in the sky and everybody being able to see it like it's like something out of the Bible or something.
Hold on, Elaine's not standing. She had her muscle ripped from her leg when they shoved an arrow with the fletching in it through her leg. So she's not standing up. So what are you talking about?
Egwene probably healed her right after soloing Shamael on the tower.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's just worse when you start talking about it.
Oh, and you're right, The land.
We don't know. We don't know.
Oh,
I mean, we don't know how bad season 3 is going to be. I mean, none of us could predict it. It's just season. I would be
worse than we could have imagined. That's all.
I would be fucking embarrassed to have my name on that show. I'd ask.
I have a question. Go ahead. Do you guys think that Rand will go missing, like in the Dragon Reborn, and he won't be around for most of the season?
Like he was in this season.
You know what?
No, because that would require him doing things by himself.
That's true,
dude. But
maybe he won't do anything. Maybe he'll just Maybe he'll just sit around.
They keep referring back to the Dragon Reborn. Maybe he will fuck off again and just like go wander the wilderness instead of hiding. This time he's just like wandering or something, or trying to run away from the Aiel. Like
they're gonna do what Rafe Judkins and Amanda Schumann's do. They divide them up and create bullshit storylines that don't go anywhere, where they can use special effects and CGI that have absolutely nothing fucking to do with any overarching plot in any season. So it's just going to be feelings and hallways, and maybe somebody will beat the shit out of Egwene again. We'll have trans representation. We'll have Nynaeve probably dyke out with somebody.
Don't forget the polycule.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be the dumbest, stupidest shit that they possibly can do. And it's like, it's not going to be Wheel of Time. It's not going to be the goddamn books any more than the last 2 seasons were.
Well, you know that because the event they've decided to queue on is Tanchico, which sure Mogandine versus Nynaeve is fine, but we're not going to hype up the Battle of the Two Rivers. We're not going to hype up Roy Dion of the Travel to the Waste and Rand, finding his people. No, we're going to hype up the battle between the two girls with Spider Lady. I can't, and that fight's going to end by somebody drowning. Like that, they're not really going to fight. They're going to fall off a boat, and one's going to be able to swim, and one's not, and that's going to be the fight. Because, that sounds about right. Since Ishmael got stabbed with the sword, and that was it, right? Just walked into him, right? It's going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst thing you can ever imagine.
Swear to God, the Battle of the Two Rivers. They're not even going to film anything new. They're just going to splice in the Battle of Shitty Village from Rings of Power and just like staple it on and just run.
It'll be a bunch of diverse, like middle-aged, obese women with dudes in dresses with frying pans beating back all the Trolloc army, and then they will also subdue the White Cloaks too. I mean, that's what it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be the most cringe gender studies Amanda Schumann. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing shit out there.
Are the guys going to be on the green with the girl with the kid children? Is men and children first? Protect the men and children.
Man, trying to run those 3 plot lines together is going to be hysterical, because even in the book, it's brutal when you get Rand is kind of mid, the girls are not, and then parents shit is popping off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's we were just listening to that in the car right today.
Yeah.
Biddo, guys, do you think Rafe actually thinks he's doing a good job? If he does, then it's amazing how narcissistic these folks are, yet fail upwards he will. Yeah, I think he thinks he's doing a bang up job. I think he thinks he's making the best adaptation that could ever be made. You don't think so?
I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore because he shut the fuck up on social media. He doesn't taunt us anymore. Now, maybe somebody in Amazon told him, hey, asshole, no one's watching your show. Maybe you shouldn't do this. But I really think after I think he was floating that lie until Uncharted. But that movie was a goddamn disaster that lost money. Now he supposedly was handed God of War. That's dead in the water. So I think he's contractually obligated to do 3 seasons. Now, depending on how you spin it, he said he's definitely leaving after season 3. So you can read into that a variety of things. But the fact that he does not have something else lined up and the fact that God of War has gone nowhere, I think Amazon has spent a lot of time trying to save face with most of their shit that has been an abject failure. Top of that list is Rings of Power financially. Okay, financially, you can like the show, but each episode cost 9 times the amount of the budget of an episode of Wheel of Time, and it only got 30% more viewers. That's a catastrophic failure. But I mean, you don't hear Payne and McKay talking anymore either. But Amazon has to stay with these people because the executives who hired them are chained to them. And for those people to be fired would make the executives who made those decisions look responsible. So you have to pretend, just like those assholes at Disney, that everything is just fine when it's not. Just like our federal government right now. Everything's a lie.
Dr. Danny D, what do you think Patton Fane will be doing in season 3? He might be anywhere. He just keeps appearing at play. Who knows? Like that's another story. They don't know what to. They've ruined it before. And who knows? He's just gonna walk in a room and be whistling, and they're like, "Oh, Patton Fane."
Watch us get a. Go ahead, got out.
I was gonna say, Perrin hasn't mentioned Patton Fane since episode 1 of season 2. Like, for all of a sudden there to be this big built-up rivalry between Perrin and Fane for season 3 is going to be.
Well, he's supposed to be chasing him all season 2. And
They pretended they didn't kill Loyal. Okay, I mean, we're gonna pretend season 1 didn't happen, and we're just gonna do a Rafe Judkins original version of the script for season 2 because nobody's watching it anyway.
Oh,
I mean, that's what it's just pretend season 1 didn't happen. It's just like the show. I mean, it just fuck all of these clowns. It's a joke.
It's so crazy. Like they lose track of their own. It is a joke. He's supposed to be chasing Patton Fane all season, and they just forget. And then so what? We're gonna pick up back on that, and he's gonna be chasing him to the 2 rivers. It's like this is. It's like what are we playing tag with Patton Fane? It's like you're it.
Look at Viking Moose. Where's that Kevin Bacon? And that's from Animal House going, all is well! All is well at the end. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The meme with a guy drinking coffee with the fire. This is fine.
Oh, I'll pull mine. I got mine, guy, right here. Here you go. Yeah.
Oh my God. What are we talking about? Nerdy.
There you go. I have this in my office. There it is. The guy.
Oh, there you go. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. Live it. Love
also, it. What was funny is Nerdy is like, oh, you just changed it on me there, Brian. So
I changed it to the right one for you.
Oh, is that it? Okay, speaking of Fane, that reminds me of Nerdy Nightly thought the villains were done when... thought the villains were done well in the show. Oh well.
No. so anybody that wants to say this needs to answer the question: why did Ishii free Lanfear? And the answer can't be because he's sad and lonely.
Because he wants sexy time. He wants cuddle times.
And anybody that wants to say that Lanfear is a good villain has to answer why she pulled Moraine into the plot.
Yeah.
Why
did she tell Moraine to strike the banner for Rand?
Well, I was gonna say the line in the season finale where she's talking to Bail Doman and is like, you know that Quendiar I sold you? Like, that may have been the single most damaging scene in this show because it meant that it is entirely her fault that Moraine stabbed her and slit her throat. Yeah. If she had just shut up and not given anything to Bail Doman, Moraine doesn't quasi-kill her.
There is no plot.
Embarrassing.
There's no plot. There's no plot. There's no story within an episode. Like it's just feelings and things happening and cool music and CG, and then the next episode comes along, and then that's why it almost destroyed my mental health, because I was quite literally watching something that felt like it was written by a sociopath. Like somebody was trying to convey to me what it was like to be in a sociopath's head. We have 42 people watching right now. Awesome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you guys. Mine says 43.
I got 45.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. I'll
take your 45, raise you 50. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, we've only got 26 thumbs up. If you like what we do, if you think we're funny, if you think the beard on Steve is a good idea, please hit that thumbs up.
They're gonna get thumbs down.
I'll take funny looking at this point. Like,
okay, I was trying to be nice.
Cal Aldin. It's funny how Rand stabbing Ishmael with the sword was supposed to kill him. When we saw slitting Lanfear's throat resulted in slowing her down for less than a minute. Yeah, and we forgot what fire is, or like cutting people's heads off, or anything. Yeah,
Moraine. But that bitch, I'll tell you what, Moraine, she can kill the hell out of horses. She can kill the hell out of innocent villagers, though.
Why you hit Pittsburgh? Why?
Yeah, hopefully there's a horse for.
Well, you know what is a really horrible villain is Liandrin. It's like she can't figure out, does she want to try to kill Nynaeve and stop her? And then she goes from, I'm going to put you in a really horrible situation so you die, to like, oh my God, what have I done?
Leandrin is low-key the worst person in the show. Like, she keeps her son alive. Like, she keeps her son alive suffering because she doesn't want him to die. Like, he's got an uncurable disease. He's just getting older, and he's in unbearable pain dying. Yeah. And Lanfear is the one that says, do the right thing and just let him go. It's like, this is like what is
it's just feelings. It's just feelings. It's just I looked up from my phone, scrolling, reading TMZ. Oh, look, someone is crying. Oh, I'm so moved. I'm going back to scrolling.
The bad guys in Wheel of Time Season 2 are the more upstanding group of characters than the heroes. I mean,
Issue will be back. He's got more cars on the lot. Don't you worry. He's got more.
I'd rather hang out with Lanfear and Ishii than Moraine and
absolutely
any of them.
And Perrin or Rand.
That's true. Has Perrin murdered more people than Ishii at this point?
Probably. Yeah.
I think so. One.
I know. I was like really thinking about
murdered his wife.
Perrin's got 2.
What really bad things does Ishii actually do?
I mean, he saves a little girl from a Trolloc, and then they pet it like it's a dog. So I mean that because Trollocs' lives matter.
Bido says, or Bido, if I'm not sure if I'm saying it wrong, but Bido says, distorted moral compass of the writers. I think that is one way to look at it. But I think there's another element to this too. And I think what it has to do is that they simply don't understand cause and effect. They're writing emotional moments. When they write a script, they're trying to produce an endorphin thing that occurs on the screen in a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter what the hell happens in between those moments of whatever CGI or explosion or somebody hugging or somebody crying or whatever bullshit it is. They're literally just trying to produce some type of an emotional response without any correlation to anything, like any story at all. And we said it when we watched this shit live. There's no discernible reason that these episodes of television exist. at all. There's no story here. There's no story being told. And at the end, none of this shit makes any more sense than it did in the beginning. So,
well, I think kind of like what I call the like it's the fan fiction problem. It's like people don't think about the story, that the overall story and how it works together. It's just they think of situations that they want to put the characters in, or feelings that they want to explore. And so you end up with the mishmash of things that don't really make sense, but it's like, oh, it's like a hurt comfort story with like a Gwen and Nynaeve or something like that. And it's like you end up with like something that maybe makes sense for the scene, or like there's an emotion that's being like explained or explored or something, but it doesn't serve the greater story. And what's really problem there is it's a lack of editing, I think, and a lack of somebody to say this needs a through line. Like we need to have like the arcs. Again, it's like when you're writing TV, it's really hard because it's like, you know, you have the mini arcs within the episode, you have the overall arc of the episode, but then you have the 2-3 arcs that go on, and that is really, really difficult to actually follow. So it's like, you know.
Well, Star Trek did it well. I mean, say what you will, but it was formulaic as hell. The first 15 minutes, the second, you knew the quarters of the hour what was going to happen within the episode.
Yeah.
But you never knew what was going to happen within them, and it depended on the writers who followed that structure. Amazon, for whatever reason, and a lot of these goddamn streaming shows have completely abandoned the 3 or 4 act play for a reason. I mean, you have the inciting incident, you have the climax, you have denouement. Those are things that reward us as Western watchers. We know to expect that within the story. Now, you could say they're subverting our expectations, but really they're just creating, it is just diarrhea of emotion, and then you let these editors get in there, and it's just, it doesn't make any sense. It just, that's what hurt my brain. It was like, I don't know why I am watching this, because it physically hurt my brain to watch this. Like, and just as a like watching it.
It's like, in order to subvert something, you have to show that you can master the thing. And I think Game of Thrones does that pretty well, because you have kind of like stock characters in certain situations. It's like, you know, you have the Sansa Joffrey arc, but by the time you get to the second book, it's like completely subverted, because, you know, like the dreamy, oh my god, he's so handsome, I'm gonna marry the prince thing like comes crashing down and stuff like that. And it's like they show that you can do the thing before they go and subvert the thing. They can't do the thing at all in Wheel of Prime, and so they just go with the subversion. Like, we're gonna just go up right off the bat. It's like, you guys, you have to pass first grade in kindergarten before you get to second grade.
But it's like these people pretending to play jazz. Jazz takes an incredible amount of discipline and learning of classical and all the other things that are out there before you can do crazy discordant jazz that actually all works together. And if you don't have the fundamentals of those things, and you're just literally excreting something and then rubbing it on a whiteboard, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's going to sound and look like shit, and that's what this does. It's the same goddamn thing with Halo. It's the same goddamn thing with Doctor Who. It's just, it's all deliberate now. It is deliberate. We have been doing this for how many years? People know no one's going to watch this. People know that it's going to lose money. They keep doing it, and I keep asking this question. What is more important than viewers? What is more important than money? Like that, I think we will find the answer out in 2024. I think we will, because it goes beyond simple incompetence or not wanting to admit you're wrong in corporate America. This is not the only industry where shit like this is occurring. Okay. Nope. But we're going to find out this year what it was all about. I guarantee you that.
Well, that and money's not free anymore. For a long time, money was free, and now we've got interest rates climbing back up.
Yep. And the ESG funds are dead.
Sweet ESG money, or COVID relief money.
Everybody pulled their money out from an institutional basis as well as the retail investors. I am not giving stock advice. I am just saying, as someone who has an economics degree. So that facade, where are your ESG? Where's your BlackRock now? You know what I mean? Like, what, you know, is that where the digital currency is going to come in, and all the fucking money that Disney owes is going to be magically forgiven because they did all this? Because that's what I've been postulating for a couple of years, is they've only done this because they know all the money they lose will be forgiven anyway, because it was part of the whole plan to blow all this shit up anyway. But maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist, you know?
I don't think so, because I saw like a really great breakdown of why we get this woke stuff, though. I think it was done by Midnight's Edge, and they really went into the financials of this stuff, and they talked about how it's like, okay, like these companies, like just companies in general, it's like they operate at kind of a deficit. So it's like they may have money coming in, but they have to have a certain amount of capital, like from like creditors and stuff, in order to produce stuff at the moment. And in order to get this money, the people they get it from are these huge banks, and they are the ones dictating all the ESG stuff. So it's like they have to capitulate to the ESG crap
to get the
in order to
rate.
get the loan. So that's kind of where he's coming from. So they will keep going hard on this stuff, even if it's losing them money, because if they don't, they won't get the money to keep operating. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes.
It's true. It's just when you look at, I've mentioned that a couple of years ago in the videos that I did, that's why they were getting a better interest rate if they hit all the ESG targets. Yeah. We've now reached a situation where, look at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers arguably is going to be insolvent in a matter of time. None of these studios have anything coming out that's going to make them money. Look at Disney, and that the slate of movies coming out in 2024 is not going to. None of these movies are really going to make money. They're not. Okay, and that's where I think the pucker time occurs for these companies. Like everything is going to come due. They are not going to stop making what they're making, and even if they fired all these ass clowns at Disney or Warner Brothers or Amazon or any of these places, it would take 3 years for major things to get through a production pipeline, maybe 2, if you really paid a lot of money. So this stuff isn't going anywhere. The problem is that the audience has long ago left the building, and we are not coming back. And you can call us every goddamn name you want. We are truly gone. Like, I don't know, you're letting everybody sneak over the border. I guess you think they're gonna watch your shit. Surprise, they're not. Okay, like, let's just park that right there.
So real quick, I did want to mention, just because I thought Whisker Fisherman made a good comment here. I think it is pretty indicative of the show that I think probably if we weren't all book readers, that we probably wouldn't know half the names of the shows or the people on the show, because that's happening a lot lately with a lot of the shows I'm watching, is especially the ones that have a messy storyline or whatever and just are confusing and aren't done well, is when you're done watching it, you've watched the whole season and you're like, I don't know anybody. It's like Rebel Moon. I just know maybe one character's name in that show.
A lot of the names.
Don't talk about Rebel Moon.
No.
A lot of the names that are given to characters now are very immemorable, and they're very. They don't say they say you or they don't call people by their name. You watch the original trilogy, everybody knows who Darth Vader is. Everybody knows who Luke Skywalker is. I rewatched Andor the last couple of days. I didn't remember anybody's name. The only reason why I knew their names because I looked it up. What's up?
He said on purpose.
You watch it on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was
I rewatched it.
Okay.
Luther. Hail Prophet. I'm curious, what do you think the chances they start season 3 in tier with no explanation except that Moraine set it all up? Well, we all know Moraine sets everything up. So I mean, so whatever Rand does will be because Moraine's told him or set it up in some long game scheme, right? Logain will be there too.
What about Logain and Errol?
But
all right, let the record reflect right now. If we start out season 3 in tier, and we just do the Shadow Rising, we just ignore everything that happened in these last 2 seasons, and we just pretend that we followed the books the first 2 seasons, I will 100% give them a mea culpa on this. If they just say, if we just start out in the Shadow Rising and Rand is,
Rand's already got Kalendor. Don't explain what it is. He just shoves it in the stone.
You're not over her yet, man. You're still hung up on that chick show, man. That's what this is. Like, let that bitch go. She was no good for you, Alex. Like, let it go. Delete her shit off your phone. She's nothing but trouble. She wasn't that good looking. None of us wanted to tell you that. But that show was not good enough, all right? That show was not good enough for you, all right?
Alex just wants season 3 to start with Rand going, the stone stands, and shoving the fucking sword in the center of the stone. And
just no explanation.
It's like, dude, So I don't think we're going to like. It could happen, but I'm gonna stick with no tier because I don't think they're gonna do Kalendor. If they do tier, Kalendor still won't be a thing. But it's possible. It will all be Moraine's fault, though. That's for sure.
There's an older comment that Nick Filoni did, and I just want to call out chat. He said, "Read older books and go outside." That has been my mantra for
touch grass.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's remarkable. Like part, and I know Steve. A lot of us took a break from YouTube after enduring season 2. It cannot be overstated how much that show was psychologically damaging and emotionally damaging. If you not just like this books, but if you have a fucking soul, you know what I mean. But I kind of expect season 3 to be the same thing because they will not admit that they don't know what they're doing. It's the same thing with Rings of Power. And I just watched the Rings of Power season 2. I think that Wheel of Time stole, this is my opinion, I cannot prove it yet, but I think that they looked at what Wheel of Time or Rings of Power was going to do in season 2, and I think they copied some of it. You're going to see some of those quick edits that make no sense. The same thing's going to occur in Rings of Power because they like. Why not? I mean, nobody's watching the goddamn show anyway.
Hey, Salty.
That might be the best argument I've seen for this show existing, is that they've spent so much money on Rings of Power. They just consider Wheel of Time to be like a test run for it.
Me and Salt, we've been saying it since
3 years ago.
3 years ago, me and Salty, one of the first things we agreed on when we first met was Wheel of Time was the testing ground for Rings of Power. It was easier and cheaper. It's still, it's $100 million experiment, but still you can try. And the problem is that they're in their echo chamber, so they're getting their false positive for all the things that they're doing.
I think they don't care about us,
or they don't care,
or they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about Robert Jordan. They don't give a fuck about their numbers. And what you're noticing is people that were involved in this show, like J.A. Bayona and all these other people, they use the supposed cred to go do other things. All right? Those other things people like J.A. Bayona are doing, they're trying to be auteur directors, okay? But they're bringing all of the bad habits that they did from Wheel of Time into their own work. So the downstream effect of this is starting to be felt with other things. Are you having an earthquake? Are you in Japan, Alex?
I wish. No.
We're just
trying to fix the camera. The cat was doing something cute.
So denying us Ram versus Turok the Dinosaur Hunter was it for me. Rafe hates us, guys. Oh, of course he hates us. He's more full of himself. But
despises us.
But see, here's the thing: we can fix that. If you listen to the articles that are come out, we can fix Rand versus Turok by having Rand versus Couladin, because that's better.
Because what we really needed was to take more stuff away from Matt.
Exactly. Let's take
you got to put the diverse women on screen. Lady B, you were going to say something, I think.
I was going to ask you. I'm like, you saw Rebel Moon, right?
Unfortunately,
I saw the first 25 minutes and turned it off.
Yeah,
it was the dumbest fucking thing. I'm sorry.
It was
the dumbest fucking thing
I've ever seen. I told him what was going to happen. Like, while we were watching it, and everything I thought would happen came true. It was so dumb. But, like, did you think that was the same bridge from Rings of Power?
Dude, all I know is I was like, what are we? I had more. I was watching it, and I was going to turn it off in the first 10 minutes, and I was actually watching with Purple Valkyrie, and I said, do you want to turn this off? And she's like, yeah, this is pretty dumb, but we should probably see if it gets better. And then, like, we both made it to 24 minutes, and Purple Valkyrie's like, I don't think I can take this anymore. And I said, I can't.
Yeah, he tapped out. We ended up watching Community.
I watched the whole thing.
Did it get better? Because I'll be honest, I fell asleep at the 30-minute mark.
So I guess there's still reason for me to do my review. So I didn't it's funny not to go off track too much, but I didn't realize I hated that movie so much until we started talking about it, and I went on like a full-on anger rant. I lost it. I started playing scenes in 2x speed that were slow-mo, and they couldn't tell that it was 2x sped up because it's like Ray Fisher's going like this. And I put up 2x speed, is going like this. And they're like, I thought you were going to put it at 2x speed. And I'm like, it is a 2x speed. And I'm like, what? You can't tell. I didn't realize how much I hated that stupid ass movie until we talked about it.
Out there, I like things that are shit that you're not going to like. Yeah. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying that was not for me. Army of the Dead was not for me. I actually think Sucker Punch was a good movie. So if you want,
I like that movie too. So
okay?
I like 300.
This movie, I don't know why. I just. I don't
Why
know.
did the chick in the story have the same backstory that they gave Artemisia in their like sequel to 300?
I will never understand, and to this day this confuses me, is people watched the Snyder Cut. People watched Zack Snyder put an entire quarter of football in the movie in slow motion and still think this man is a good director.
Here's the thing is, to me, it felt, in my experience at DC Comics, I liked some of the imagery. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's the perfect superhero movie, but we were in that aisle of woke shit. Like, it was just the worst, right? And the Gino Carano shit had just went down, and that movie came out. And I expected absolutely nothing of it. Now, but I was like, I think these are actual superheroes. I believe in this. I like Batman. I like the Wonder Woman. I like the characters that are supposed to be superheroes. And maybe that's why I like it. Now, does it need to be 5 fucking hours long? Absolutely not. That's a problem. But I still think it's a pretty cool achievement, all things considered.
So wait, I get you. But do you mind if I just rapid fire some of these comments, Steve?
Yeah, well, hold on. Real quick, I don't know how watch my video. I explain how it's retarded in the video. So the video, the map's right there. We're going from Falme to Tanchico.
Do it. Get your map.
You want me to get the map?
Show us the map.
I was going to say, I want to see this because it's a cool
I want to see the map.
There you go.
That's awesome, dude.
I want that.
You're not going to be able to see it, but Falme, where our characters are here.
You should make yourself full screen.
Tanchico is down here.
Anybody got control over the...
And they're all going to go here.
Wait, you have to toggle it like on the bottom. On down here, babe.
Oh.
There you go.
Double click. There you go.
There
That's
you
a
go.
Beautiful map, dude.
So Falme is in the top left corner.
Wow. Yep.
Tanchico. And then all the way over here. It's the waist.
Well, and Camelin is hell and gone from there too. Yeah.
Camelin.
Oh, there you go.
Are we gonna forget about Marie's sister? I mean, we can't leave her alone.
She was fifth in the season in dialogue. Like, we can't just leave Anavir. Like, that's a significant character.
All right, go ahead and rapid fire your. We're at 50 watching. You guys are crazy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
we appreciate
so
it.
The only decent part of Rebel Moon was the robot played by Anthony Hopkins. Admittedly, I fell asleep at the 30-minute mark, but no, like, the robot blushing was stupid.
The flower crown.
I never got
really
to that
hoping we
point.
get the Frankenstein thing where the girl gives her flowers and then he throws her in the lake.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be hysterical.
I was on R Saltier Than Crate. I was informed that we anti-woke chuds should like Rebel Moon because it isn't woke. To which I'm going to respond, what movie did the rest of you people watch? I watched a fucking 100-pound ethnically ambiguous woman beat the shit out of 5 Aryan-looking motherfuckers. What do you mean this movie
You're only in the first 20 minutes, too. You missed the rest of it when she runs by bullets.
It was so funny.
I don't know how.
And that's why I think that Rafe Judkins has Down syndrome.
Honestly, you had a Viking village, and then you had an Egyptian chick wearing overalls with an ox, and then there's Saturn, and then they have Star Destroyer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this.
You forgot about the tentacle porn.
I did not stay on
the anal insertion of
the anal insertion tentacle porn for the bad guy. I'm not lying. I'm gonna
watch this. I'm gonna watch the R-rated cut that Snyder says is full of a lot more stuff.
Okay, so fucking Zack Snyder. Okay, it's gonna happen. Okay, sorry, dude. He made this movie to do another extended fucking movie. You asshole! Okay, yeah. What a fucking pretentious piece of shit. He made a shitty movie. He made
Warhol did this. He used to make movies that were 18 hours long in the 1960s, and they called it high art, and it was like of mushrooms with mold on them. I think we're being trolled by Zack Snyder.
I mean, he said straight up, "Oh, well, I'm going to release the extended cut. It's got an hour more footage, and it makes the movie completely different." So a different movie. So you made two movies out of one movie, you piece of crap.
All that says is it's gonna suck more in a different way. Why the fuck do I need that? Like, why do I need suck in a different way?
Well, the worst part about it is you can tell the tentacle insertion clip is longer, so because of the way they cut, so you know there's going to be another 5 minutes of him having tentacle sex with this octopus thing.
Why are people here? Thank you for being here and watching us wig out and not talk about Wheel of Time Season 3. I'm glad I could derail the stream.
Yes, Dempsey, Zack Snyder literally makes movies like Bethesda makes video games. Like, no, it's shitty on purpose, and we're waiting for somebody else to come in and fix it. Is literally how Zack Snyder makes movies, but also in super slow motion.
Dude, his movies could be like an hour.
This movie is this is Fallout 76, the movie. That's really what this is. I think you hit the nail on the head there, Alex. Seriously.
Also, he has Copa Cantina tendencies, and that world building is stupid. Like he somehow has fucking electric lights powered by what I assume is a generator, but we're still using a fucking ox to plow fields. Like that's not something that has a fucking motor in it. Like
we can travel space, but we can't invent a fucking John Deere tractor. I mean, someone explain this one to me. All right,
guys, the Viking gods would not allow them to use electrical things because the gods wouldn't make their harvest better.
Fly in spaceships. That's not how this shit works. All right.
There's a fucking port there. God damn it! Like, I mean, it's on the other. It's like a mile away. There's a spaceport.
Oh my god! I know. It makes about as much sense as Wheel of Prime.
It's so bad.
He's the best hunter in the village. You have fucking agriculture. Why are you fucking a hunter-gatherer society? You fucking retards.
George, what are you doing?
Hey.
Here you go. Here's
George
the scene.
Mom is unhappy.
Here it is. Salty's favorite scene right here.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Are you gonna play it at regular speed?
I'm gonna do it at mega speed here.
Those of you who haven't seen this, you're gonna love this.
All right, here we go.
This.
That's funny.
that's sped up.
Why is young Lenny Kravitz in this movie? Also, why is he attacking a fucking ship with a spear?
Oh, it's the raid jump. Remember when she jumps on a freaking X-wing or something and destroys it with her lightsaber?
That's Ray Fisher. The only person that will hire him is Zack Snyder.
It looks like that guy from
here was a good shot.
Who the fuck is this anorexic twink? Okay,
I know it's a cosplay of Eddie Munster.
Super fast. So that's sped up, guys. So here we'll bring it back here. We're gonna go back to regular speed now.
That's the trans representation, in case you couldn't tell, guys. By the way,
how
it looks like that.
Here's regular speed.
Jones. We have to use the Helios jump
there you go.
300.
That's regular speed. Yeah.
All this money and all this talent and all this time and all these CG artists and all this lighting and all these actors, and it's the most shit script. I don't get it. I don't get what this is.
I'm trying to get the
people
shot
got paid money to write this shit, and I'm
trying to get the shot for him. There it is. So there's the shot.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay. Steve,
you know what they look like? They look like
that's
the Sean
a mean
shit.
face.
Looks like the Sean shit.
That's the face that should be on the top of when they charge you extra for guacamole in San Francisco.
But this is your trans representation, guys. It's not exactly working as you think it is, okay?
There you go. That's the face.
It's the Sean Chen chick, remember?
It looks like Eddie Munster's having a bad adolescence. That's all this looks like, okay? fuck this fucking movie.
Okay, I'm turning it off. I couldn't resist because, like, you know, you can't tell the super slow mo is super fast. Like you can't tell, but then you slow it down, and he's like.
Like, I don't. Did everybody did all those boosters fry people's brains in Hollywood? Because I'm not keeping up with whatever this is. Like, my cortex is in my blood is pure. Like, I still am a pure blood. Okay, like my brain still works with factory specifications. Okay, is that the fucking problem here? Like, I just haven't been brain damaged enough by genetically altering injections so that I can't get this. I'm not trying to be funny because I do not fucking understand what is going on with any of this stuff. It makes no sense. No one wants to watch these shows. Nobody. And again, if you're a Snyder fan, please no disrespect. It's just, I don't get this. I don't. And I really wanted this to be good. It's not, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Okay. So from Salty, all due respect, no disrespect intended. For me, if you like this movie, you have problems. Like, there's something wrong with you. Like, something isn't firing.
That's why we're friends.
Firing at all four cylinders.
This is why we're friends. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I get being I love the enthusiasm of the people that are Snyder bros and Snyder Snyder fans. You guys got the Snyder cut. You guys did amazing things. Okay, I love that movie. I hated Army of the Dead. I thought it was dumb, and I hate this movie. Now maybe like I said, I'm going to give it a chance and watch the more sex, harder, more violent, brutal other cut that they're going to do, and maybe it'll work for me. Maybe there'll be less pointless dumb shit. But I just don't like.
Is that what they're gonna call it? The other cut? Yeah, that sounds about right. The other
bigger,
cut.
longer, blacker, tentacular. Yeah, that's
more tentacles. This time there's 8.
Shows high. On what? I mean, like, so like, what if people are watching shows high? Why are all of my shows color graded with like the mud color palette? Like, can I get some fucking green and yellow in my television shows? Like,
I'm gonna go watch like the freaking Wizard of Oz in Technicolor. Like,
the green cut. There you go. The green cut. Let's do it. Can I get some green?
For real? Like, you know, it's either dark so that they can hide the shit CGI or fucking mud colored, because apparently that's what fucking California looks like.
It's gritty.
Oh, God.
Realistic,
I'm so tired of
dark.
gritting.
Me too. It's like, shut up. I'm sick of seeing awful people. But you know what? It's like Yuri Bezmenov spoke about. It's like you're dealing with complete demoralization. It's like
that's what it is.
It's like that's what it is. Rid of our our stories that we tell each other.
That's what it is.
Are you being real, Chris? Hold on. Are you being real? Please tell me you're. Please tell me you're joking. Did Zack Snyder didn't come out and say they're in the same universe? Because
fair. So that explains a lot, Chris, because both movies fucking sucked. So that makes perfect sense that they're both in the same universe. Again, no disrespect. I mean, God, I'm just one asshole on YouTube. All right. I mean, I love people's enthusiasm. There are so many people I know who for days and days kept posting all the great stuff in this movie, and I didn't get it, and that's okay. We don't all have to agree. I want you to be happy. I do. I want you to enjoy this. I fucking don't enjoy it, and it's like, I wish I could.
Dude, it's like, I don't know, it's like making a planting simulator game and then making like a fighting game and being like, these are in the same universe. It's like, who cares? Like, what, like, who cares? Like, and they're gonna say like the Superman and all of them exist in the same universe as Rebel Moon too. It's like, just every movie's in the same. The 300 are in the same universe too. Why not? Like, it's like, come on.
They can handle the testosterone.
Man,
but you know what? It goes around to what I was saying, and I'll bring it back to Wheel of Time. This is like demoralization. And if you've ever seen Yuri Bezmenov talking about that, yeah, Kale, go watch Triple R. People care about their country. They care about freedom. They fight like there's friendship. It's good, positive values. We don't get that in the West because they're busy destroying our culture, and so they're stories
100%.
like Lord of the Rings, like Wheel of Time, stories that present people overcoming the odds. People overcoming their personal issues and giving other people hope. They hate hope. They do not want you to have it. That's why everything is gritty. That's why everything is unrealistic. That's why everything is gray and morally ambiguous. There is no good and evil, because if there was good and evil depicted in a story,
you would fight it.
Then you would realize that there is good and evil in our world, and that you would want to fight it like the people in the stories that we all love and care about, and they can't have that, because if you realize that, you'd want to fight them.
And that's why old guys like me who are in our 50s, and even there's people in the 40s, the older millennials, that's why we sound like fucking lunatics. Because
I don't even care.
We're talking about this stuff. No, but Lady B, here's the thing. A lot more people feel and can see what Lady B just said. It's not just some asshole white guy on YouTube who likes action figures. You know how many names I've been called about Doctor Who? Fuck you. I mean, you think that's going to hurt me? Like, come on. But I mean, Lady B hit the nail on the head. The reason why everything's being destroyed is it's meant to hurt us. It's meant to divide us, meant to demoralize us. You guys are going to laugh, but you know what movie I watched last night? I watched Robin Hood with Errol Flynn.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And I have not been that entertained in years. Like I was like, I'll just have it on in the background. And then I had it. That's all I did. That's all I did was watch this awesome movie with heroes. And like, there's a love story, and no, it's not fucking gay. And it's just like the good guy, there's a bad guy, and then they have to work and they overcome obstacles and they have to be smart. And it's just like, it's so much fucking fun. Like when you watch a movie like that. And then you have the Acolyte. Coming from Disney Plus, which is where the Jedis are the bad guys, and they want you to associate with the bad guys who are being persecuted by the Jedi. It's just like, who the fuck in the right mind makes these decisions? And it's why I and a lot of other people talk about all this stuff is just marketing for the World Economic Forum. That's all it is. It's all it is. It's meant to destroy us and to piss us off and make us feel alone. Well, guess what? You're not alone. Okay? And Lady B calling it out and more people calling this out. There's a lot of people that maybe voted one way before, but they sure as fuck aren't going to do that again. No.
Chris, we started the stream off with it. Yes, it is horrible. The flippy kicks are in full effect.
Dr. Johnny D, I'll throw terrible. The link in. Go ahead.
Which Robin Hood? Is that what I want? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Flint. I'll drop the link.
We started with that. So I know I was going to say something. I totally lost track of it, but yeah, I don't know. I was going to say something, but you guys have been cooking with gas, so I'm just letting you cook.
Where are you going to school that the classes are subtly anti-Western? There hasn't been a class that's subtly anti-Western in America in 30 years. We've reached blatantly anti-Western at this point. Like, but sorry, Steve, I cut you off. Should I?
No. I'm just sort of like you guys have been. I'm just sort of like. Okay, I think we're I don't know. I think we're probably ready to wrap up. I don't know unless you guys got anything else that you want to.
Before the FBI shows up because we're white supremacists.
I know, right? Because we're like, you know what? People don't fall for the demoralization. Don't let them don't let them take your love for this down. It's like I'm getting really black-pilled on this, having going through the Silmarillion, doing my book club on that, and realizing how they subverted all of the themes and rings of power from that and stuff like that. It's making me very angry because I realize these are our stories of hope. These give us something to believe in. These are stories of ordinary people greater than themselves. So I want to leave this with this, you guys.
That's all we had in the 80s.
This is who we are as a people. That's it. Tolkien coming out of World War I, Christopher Tolkien going through World War II, both of them coming together to give people stories of hope and goodness when we had none. So remember that now as they try to cave us in with CBDCs, when they try to control us by stifling our speech, they want us to feel alone and want to tell us that we're evil and no one feels like we do. But you know what? They're fell beasts from Morgoth and keep fighting and walking the light.
And here's the thing, Lady B hit the nail on the head. They already destroyed Tolkien. Guess who's next? C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
Because the same director who did Barbie and made Barbie this postmodern feminist horseshit thing is going to be doing the Chronicles of Narnia. That is not an accident. I mean, do you get it? I mean, all of this stuff, it's so goddamn predictable. And look at Russell T Davies with Doctor Who. It's not Doctor Who. It's not even science fiction anymore. It's about trans representation and lesbians and all this other horse shit. And it's like, like, I think covering this over the last 3 years, you go through these stages. And for me right now, the savagery which I'm going to counterattack and have started to counterattack what's happening here by using their own words against them is probably one of the most persuasive and effective ways in videos is to let people know that you're not going crazy. And I make a suggestion to anyone, and again, in my limited experience, start doing that, because these people are fucking liars and they know what they're doing, and they're doing it for clout and a little bit of money and to get the next project, because they don't give a fuck about us or their country or anybody but themselves, including, in my opinion, Rafe Judkins.
So I was going to say something again, but here we go. So the male Adam will be cut because Rand is already completely under the control of Lanfear. So why do they need a male?
Yeah,
Adam?
they don't need Adam. Like, he's already a sin.
I was gonna say too. Lady B sounds like she's fully ready for Lanfear's redemption arc.
Oh hell yeah! You know what? I called this a long time ago in our prediction streams. I'm like, she's gonna have a sympathetic backstory. It's gonna have to do with Lews Therin being abusive to her.
Yeah, that's it.
Wanting to stifle her scientific discovery.
Watch Lews will have draped her or some bullshit like that, because they have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so here, Matt.
Did you bring enough for the whole class? Nortorial, did you bring enough for the whole class? Okay.
Milkshake.
So no,
okay.
Milkshake.
Matt started out as a degenerate gambler that stole from his neighbors, who got corrupted by a dagger from Shadow Golgoth, which is evil. Apparently, changed him into a hero of the Horde. He was always a hero.
Saved him. The dagger saved him.
He just remembered, Cal. He just remembered. That's all you have.
Why
to do.
not?
God,
you can
so
be a
true.
shitty person your whole life.
Oh
you can do all the bad things, but if you pick up a fucking bottle of extra virgin olive oil and drink it and pretend it's a trumpet,
oh my god,
you remember your past lives. It's like he's just hallucinating. That's not. It's like, you're just fucking hallucinating. You're not really a hero, right? It's like, but I feel it. All that bad shit I did, that doesn't mean anything anymore. I'm good now. Yay! I have a dagger on a bedpost. Woohoo! Oh my god. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Look, they've already like that article also talks about them foreshadowing shit, which I still can't figure out what they think they're foreshadowing. But the one thing they have foreshadowed is Lanfear's redemption arc. They've laid the groundwork for her to turn good. She's gonna turn good. It's like the goodness of Rand is gonna change her.
Change him.
And the badness of Lews. I never understood what a bad man Lews Therin was until I met you, Rand. You're so not like Lews Therin.
I'm taking it he didn't have a redemption arc.
We can
Lanfear, the worst person on the planet? Fuck no. She's arguably the worst person on the planet.
It's kind of funny how they change her story, because it's like she had a lot of agency, female agency. One, she didn't need anyone to free her because she was already out. Yeah. Two, she was doing shit herself. She had her own plans and machinations going. And like three, she was playing the other Forsaken just as much as they tried to play her. It's like arguably she was one of the masters of Tel'aran'rhiod. I got to show off at the parent.
I got a question about that. Like, the way they do it in the show, do they do it in the book where they reveal who released what Forsaken or something?
They all got out themselves. Nobody released anybody.
No, nobody released anyone because the seals of the Dark One's prison are crumbling. Like, they don't have to release anyone. They're breaking.
It's too complicated. It's too complicated.
They just got out on their own. It's too complicated. Let's come up with some contrived nonsense of opening seals with riddles.
Every minute you spend building character development, creating backstory, making this a built world is another minute you can't have Daniel Henney or Rosamund Pike on screen.
Yep,
and that is the God's honest truth, guys. That, just remember that with this whole fucking show is, how do we keep Rosamund Pike the most important person in this fucking show, especially when she has no business being here? You know?
True. Well, it's true though, right? It's absolutely.
When you say it out loud, it's like, fuck. I mean, like,
well,
it's
look at
just like,
season 2. She belonged nothing in any of it, and she's got. I mean, top
she's
3
killing
screen
fucking
time.
horses.
dialogue,
She's
yeah.
blowing.
She's casting dragon
killing-
banners, cruise missiles out of her
stabbing
asshole.
I love, you know what I love too is how she just gives land to Alana, like knowing how gross and disgusting Alana is and the things she'll do to him. Like, woo!
I mean, like, don't you think that
John and I
cruise
refuse to
missile
believe you
freaking-
did not look this up. There's no way you knew that at the top of your head.
No, it changes every hour, dude. How do you know that's right?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, the cruise missile weave. I don't think they should be teaching that at the tower. It seems a little too powerful. You know, sinking 12 boats at once. Just
can we also talk about how like Egwene got the Nynaeve braid cut? Like,
I didn't even notice. Did she?
Yeah, they cut her hair off.
Right before in the season finale, right before the book. How bad do the Aes Sedai now look, knowing that they have the cruise missile weave that basically said, you know, hey, you know, fuck Melchior. Like, I mean, I always joke that the Aes Sedai are bad because like they could have done it with like 50 sisters. Man, Moraine could have done it herself. Why is Lan not like, by the way, while we're out here, you want to go reclaim my fucking birthright kingdom?
He doesn't have enough tea, man.
The cruise missile weave. I love it. But yeah, so we've been here for almost 2 hours, guys. So thank you for chat. You guys have been amazing. We hit 52 people watching. That's awesome. I guess Tuesday streams are still a thing, so I guess I'll have to do more of them. So thank you all for showing up. Nerporeal, Salty, Alex, Lady B, as always, pleasure, and thank you for coming on and sharing your colorful commentary and always wise commentary. Hopefully, there's some more junk to cut. Well, I'll find something to cover. There's always something to cover.
Trash, garbage.
Hey, there's a
I got a whole other article
to
queued up right
yeah,
here that you should just we should stream on like right now. I swear to God.
Right now,
this dog. No. I'm saying like like after the show's over, I'm just gonna show you this. Like, look at this dog shit.
Which one is it?
We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna go. But yeah, they're just talking about all the villains that have been cut.
Oh yeah,
they're decreasing the scope and scale of the show, and we'll talk about it another live.
Yeah. Don't forget to like. Yeah, please like. I did make a video about the article as well. Like Alex said, and then soon, like Alex said, Stormlight Archive tier list. I have it all ready to go. So we just need to.
We got to get our like 3D printer all fired up and see if we can finally print that thing.
That would be awesome.
Funny, like Alex decided to use because he has 2 printers. He just got a new resin one, and then he has like the weed whacker like filament one. And so we printed one of the things. Who was it? Was it Kaladin or something? Yeah, it was Kaladin. It had a base about this big, and I'm like, shouldn't we print it small to see if it'll work? He's like, no, we're going, hit send. We're going to do the big thing. So I had a big plate this big for the thing, and it started doing the feet, and it didn't have the connection things for like the shield and stuff, so it fucked up, and it took like 2 days to print this thing, and it doesn't work.
Well, if you get it, it's gonna look freaking awesome, and I can't wait to get one.
We're
But Dovey, if you're still here, Dovey, I don't know, Dovey, if you're in chat, say yo.
He's still there.
My figures come in on the 4th, so
Dovey need to do a thing.
I'm gonna do So I'm gonna do an unboxing of the. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do an unboxing stream of the figures just because. Do that. You need to talk to Dovey. Dovey, I think you should go on screen because I've met you in person, and you have a lot of like interesting, like you have a lot of love for like the Sanderson stuff, and I think you and Steve would be really cool. I talk to Dovey. I talk to Dovey all
the time. I know you do, and that's why I'm like, cool. Yeah. It's like Dovey's cool. He showed me all his stuff when he got it. Like, go on, dude, show it off. Yeah.
Second member of the channel, right behind Whisker Fisherman. So yeah, Dovey and I go way back. So lots. So we're gonna have lots of Sanderson stuff. Maybe I'll do my River Moon video. I got some maybe funny videos that I might try and get out here. But thank you all for watching. Gird your loins for season 3. It's looking very, very, very bad. But
just like season 2,
just like season 2. But we're not gonna let them forget that we're watching them, and then we're gonna keep calling them out. So More to come. Thank you for being here, and we will catch you soon doing something. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
See ya.
This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel
needs love too, and maybe a hug.
Hello, I am Jafe Dumpkins, founder and CEO of Trollocs Lives Matter, TLM. Thanking you for watching this advertisement. Aw, look at that little guy. Look at that little poopsie whoopsie. He's a cutie, but